In this episode, we are at Unit 14 from our Science Workbook, page 127. The Environment and Us. Diseases and Drugs. A healthy body is one in which all the systems work properly. Lack of certain essential foods and the presence of harmful organisms cause ill health. However, the most general cause of ill health is the effect of germs which result in diseases. Germs are too small for you to see. They are found everywhere in air, water, food, and other substances. Germs can get into your body through a cut on your skin, or you might breathe in germs from the air. Disease is the condition which arises when something goes wrong with the normal working of the body. A disease is an illness. All diseases may be classified as 1. Communicable or 2. Non-communicable. When a disease can spread from one person to another or from an animal to a person, the disease is infectious or communicable. Most diseases are caused by bacteria or viruses. Viruses are very tiny living organisms, smaller in size than bacteria, that cause many diseases in human beings. They damage and destroy the tissues of living things. Viruses cause diseases such as AIDS, that is, the acquired immune deficiency syndrome. Secondly, bacteria are the most widespread living organism on Earth. They are found in the air, in the ground, and all over plants and animals, including humans. Some bacteria are harmful and some are very beneficial. Some other causes of diseases include worms. Worms can be parasitic. They feed on the inside of other animals. Some worms can cause diseases in humans such as elephantitis. Some people say fungi, some people say fungi. So, fungi form a large group of simple plants. Fungi do not only feed on dead matter. Some attack living plants and animals and often cause disease. Finally, we have protozoa. Protozoa are organisms which live under many different conditions and can reproduce very fast. They are bigger than bacteria. Note, although these organisms are so widespread, they cannot be seen easily without a microscope. So, diseases are caused by 1. Viruses, 2. Bacteria, 3. Worms, 4. Fungi, and 5. Protozoa. We turn from page 127 to 128 and we have a table here with some communicable diseases. So we have the diseases, signs and symptoms, causes, prevention and control. 1. Influenza. Signs and symptoms: cold, cough, sore throat, high fever, body aches. Causes: airborne virus, droplets of water discharged during coughing, sneezing, and even while talking. Prevention and control: keep away from other people and get plenty of rest. Measles. Signs and symptoms include sore throat, fever, and a rash. Causes: it's an airborne virus. Prevention and control: keep away from other people and get immunized. Rubella, also known as German measles, slight fever, a rash, and causes defects in unborn babies. Causes: again, an airborne virus. And prevention and control: there's no cure, so girls must get immunized before pregnancy. Cholera. Signs and symptoms: severe diarrhea and rapid dehydration. Causes: bacteria in water. Prevention and control: drink purified water, take antibiotics, and also get immunized. Number 5, typhoid fever or enteric fever. Again, severe diarrhea and rapid dehydration, also caused by bacteria in the water. And the prevention and control measures include taking antibiotics, getting immunized, and purifying water and treating sewage. Poliomyelitis number 6, or infantile paralysis. Signs and symptoms include fever, headache, muscle pain, stiff neck, and paralysis. Causes: a virus in the mucus or contaminated, that is, dirty food or water. And the prevention and control measures include taking the polio vaccine. Number 7, tetanus or lockjaw. Signs and symptoms include neck and muscle tightening. Now, what is the cause? Bacteria in dirt and feces enters the body through cuts. And prevention and control, just get immunized. Malaria. Signs and symptoms: fever, weakness, paleness. Cause: protozoan. It is carried from an infected person to a healthy person by the female's Anopheles mosquito. And to prevent and control, we keep away from other people and get immunized. Dengue fever number 9. Signs and symptoms: fever, headache, severe joint and muscle pain. Causes: a virus carried by mosquito. And for prevention and control, we need to destroy mosquito and their breeding places. Finally, chicken pox. Signs and symptoms: appearance of rash, fever, and itching. Causes: virus, and it is spread by direct contact, human carrier. And in terms of prevention and control, there is no vaccine. The incubation period lasts about 2 to 3 weeks. We move now to page 129. Diseases which do not spread from one person to another are called non-communicable diseases. These include cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and sickle cell. When there is a widespread occurrence of an infectious disease in a community at any particular time, such a disease is called an epidemic. The outbreak of a disease that is prevalent over a whole country is called a pandemic. We all need to know about the causes of diseases. This knowledge can help to prevent and control them. Prevention is better than cure. Note: vaccines are used to protect us from diseases. Medicines called antibiotics kill many kinds of bacteria that cause diseases. We move now to drugs, use and abuse. Drugs are chemical substances other than food that cause changes in the body when they are swallowed, ingested, inhaled, or applied to the body. They change the way in which either the mind or body works. Many drugs are useful and form an important part of the medicine we take. For example, we use Panadol, aspirin, or Cetamol, over-the-counter drugs, to cure minor aches and pain. Antibiotics such as penicillin, which is a prescription drug, these are used to kill the bacteria which infect us. Proper guidelines for drug use. Proper care must be taken when using legal drugs. Unwise or illegal use of drugs is always dangerous. Drugs used unwisely without a doctor's advice can harm the human body. Follow the instructions or ask an adult who knows about the drug. If you don't know how to use a drug or what it is used for, don't use it. Why are drugs dangerous? Drugs can harm or kill you if you abuse them. They may impair the person's judgment and make him or her clumsy. The person may become dependent on the drug and crave for it. That is, they get addicted. They may injure the body by damaging the cells. They may cause mental illness. So we turn now from page 129 to page 130. Some drugs that people abuse. Drug abuse can affect a person's physical and mental health as well as his or her social life. The table below gives information about some drugs that people abuse. We must never abuse any drug. Always say no to drugs. Some common drugs, functions, the effects on the body. Cocaine and heroin, most dangerous. They are stimulants. They produce temporary speeding up of the activity of some parts of the body, for example, the brain. Effects on the body, they make you depressed and confused. You can become dependent on them. Continued high doses can cause heart problems and death. Nicotine, found in tobacco. Caffeine, found in coffee or tea and Coca-Cola. These are stimulants. The effects on the body, they can make you dependent. Smoking damages the stomach, heart, blood vessels, and it can cause lung cancer. Tranquilizers or sleeping pills are often abused. Function, they are depressants. They produce a temporary slowing down of the activity of some body parts. Effect on the body, they relax the brain or make you feel confused. An overdose, that is too much, can cause coma. That is, you lose consciousness, and they can cause death. Alcohol. Alcohol is a depressant. Effects on the body, it can make you dependent and change your behavior. Heavy drinking can damage your heart and liver. It can cause death. Marijuana or ganja. Function, it is an hallucinogen. That is, it causes hallucination. What is hallucination? Thinking that you see or hear something that is not really there. Effects on the body, it makes you confused. It changes your mood and you don't see things as they really are. Note, addictive drugs result in a desire for them after repeated use. This state of mind and body results from a continuous use of certain kinds of drugs. The person affected is called an addict. We turn now to page 114 where we have our unit review. From the given list, choose the word that best completes the statements below. The words are illegal, nicotine, alcohol, caffeine, virus, disease, non-communicable, drug, penicillin, and pandemic. As usual, you are expected to complete your unit review and we'll discuss your answers in class. In the next episode, we look at environmental problems, causes, and effects. See you then.